Welcome back to our minute-to-minute analysis of Matrix Revolutions. After Neo spoke to the architect and destroyed some sentinels in the real world with his mind, he fainted and ended up trapped in Mobile Ave, a bridge between the Matrix and Machine City. This place created by the Train Man is one of the Merovingians' most valuable tools. But how did Neo get trapped in this site? Perhaps the Oracle has the answer. Welcome to Matrix Explained.
Welcome to the desert of the real.
Here we can see how Neo's mind tries to escape from the construct, but what he sees is the real world, or at least something in the real world. They look like cables. Then a miracle happens. A train is coming. It stops, and a familiar face walks out into the platform. Trinity. So the Merovingian took Trinity's deal. He is a smart program. Something that we have yet to point out is Trinity's look. Remember when Neo first connected to the construct with Morpheus and he noticed that his hair grew back?
Your clothes are different, the plugs in your arms and head are gone. Your hair has changed. Your appearance now is what we call residual self-image. It is the mental projection of your digital self.
The residual self-image, or digital representation of a red pill in the Matrix, is recorded in the mechanical section of the brain. Sometimes the RSI says a lot about a character. After Trinity was resurrected by Neo, her RSI changed a bit. She has always worn leather clothing, but now Trinity is wearing an overcoat similar to Neo, made of leather. This could be the movie telling us that a part of Neo was copied into her when he saved her life. Also, Trinity's behavior is more assertive. She is now acting more like a leader than a follower.
I can't leave you.
Morpheus's crew is still using the same car from the first movie with a license plate AA034. Maybe the red pills have secret locations in the Matrix where they keep their guns and vehicles, or they just spawn in the same car every time they go into the simulation. This scene is very similar to the scene when Neo is going to see the Oracle for the first time. Neo is looking out the car window and seeing the world he grew up in a different light. In the first movie, Neo was lost because he had just awakened to the truth. He learned that his reality was a lie and that he was the supposed savior of mankind. Neo first went to the Oracle to see if Morpheus was right. Now he's going to her to see if the architect was right. The architect revealed to Neo that Zion was part of the Matrix's system of control, that what he thought was the truth was another lie. He is not the one, just the number 6 in a list of supposed saviors. Neo is just as lost as he was the first time. The movie script describes what Neo is feeling at the moment. Neo stares out the window. There is something familiar about the moment, but he is unsure if he is remembering something he has done or something he has to do. Neo is right now connected to the Matrix while being checked in. He is not using his residual self-image, but a true projection of himself inside the Matrix. This is why Link cannot see him.
But you found Neo?
Can't you see him?
No, sir. You were reading something, but I couldn't tell what it was.
I have to see her.
No.
It's my last chance.
It's interesting how Neo says that this is the last time he'll get to talk to the Oracle, almost as if he already knew. Remember that the Oracle told Neo that he had the sight, the ability to see into the future.
You have the sight now, Neo. You are looking at the world without time.
In the Oracle's home, she is making dough to bake cookies with the help of 2 little hands, Sati's. Sati is helping the Oracle. As promised, the fortune teller is watching over the little girl after her parents secretly transported her into the Matrix. And the first thing the Oracle does is teach Sati how to make cookies. Remember that the cookies are as false as the Matrix. They are pieces of code. The Oracle is teaching Sati to create and mold programs. And not only that,
got to use your hands.
Why?
Cookies need love like everything does.
What does she mean about having to use your hands? Well, as we said, the cookies are codes, and one program is talking to another program about how she could use her hands to modify the code. It's what Neo described in Matrix Reloaded.
Programs hacking programs.
But the most interesting thing is that the Oracle said that cookies need love. We have discussed many times about how the Oracle uses love as a weapon against her fellow machines. And now she is teaching Sati how to use love in cookies. This could be the evidence proving that the cookies were modified so that Neo would fall in love with Trinity.
Mel!
I was hoping to have these done before you got here.
Neo and Sati shared a similar path. The Oracle is surprised that Neo arrived before she could have the cookies ready, which could allude to Neo having somehow escaped her sight. She is also pleased that he can recognize her.
Do you recognize me?
A part of you.
Yeah, that's how it works. Some bits you lose, some bits you keep.
Now comes one of the most revealing moments.
I still love candy.
The symbolism behind the candy is obvious. It's red and looks like a pill.
You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
It is the same piece of candy that the Oracle offers Neo in Matrix Reloaded.
Candy?
Neo chose the red pill and accepted the red candy, but this time he politely rejects the candy. This time he is not playing the Oracle's games or eat anything she gives him. Remember that the Merovingian already explained to Neo how food can change a person in the Matrix, and so Neo doesn't want to make the same mistake again. Neo is distrusting the Oracle. It is the first time he has seen her since after he spoke with the architect, and she is in a new shell, which in itself is suspicious. Next time, the Oracle reveals her contribution to the stability of the simulation, and Neo asks her the why. That why that the Merovingian told Neo he never questions. For Matrix Explained, please leave a like and subscribe. And thank you for visiting the Desert of the Real.